happy Saturday afternoon. I hope your day is off to an awesome start. So you guys, I think we'll just go ahead and step into the goddess realm. So it is just a really wild, weird kind of morning. It is, but it isn't. I stayed up late working last night, and then so naturally I slept in this morning. And like, I don't know if I slept weird, but I woke up and my whole left side was like, no. So, needless to say, we're a little bit late today, but better late than never, right? And yeah, I'm looking at my phone and this is posting really kind of weird. So I'm not sure what's up with that, but we're just gonna let it ride. I did some reconfiguring of equipment yesterday. So normally my camera's here, but now it's up here. So if you see me looking lost, it's because I'm getting used to everything again. But it is far more efficient, so hurrah for that. At any rate, y'all, let's start off with a big ol' social. You know the deal. Grab a glass of water, chug a lug, boop, hit like when you're done. Oh, let me just I'm grabbing a couple of stones here. I'm just going to center myself. I have to laugh. I got ready to go live and it occurred to me like I didn't even have my whole other camera set up and all of that good jazz. So I was like, oh snap. But oh well, we're set and ready, so we're gonna make it happen. Thank you, God. Thank you to our angels, our goddesses, our guides, our fairies for all the amazing messages that you've been giving us, all the clarity that you've been giving us, the direction, the how-tos, the what have yous. We ask that you continue to make our readings as clear and concise and make it applicable so that everyone knows how to apply what it is that you have for them for their individual lives. We ask that anyone who hears this message be blessed by it abundantly and all these many wonderful things we ask in unconditional love. Amen. So guys, before we dive in, I also really want to say thank you. A lot of you have been really booking your goddess readings, so I appreciate that. And also, we just introduced the discovery session. So if anyone is looking for some goddess coaching, really just some intuitive coaching, and again, remember, total wellness is mind, body, and spirit. So when we do coaching, we focus on all three aspects: the physical aspect, the spiritual aspect, as well as your mental aspect. So you're offering a free discovery session. That's a 30-minute one-on-one face-to-face session with me. So I will post a link in the description when we get done. So you're welcome to visit me there and also to request your free goddess reading. Also, y'all, I have to tell you, I'm so excited. The meditation course is completely done. So I've got some stuff scheduled for Monday, so you'll be seeing lots of signups for that. What I really want to do is I want to invite the first 10 people who kind of comment and say me. I want to invite you to test the course or to try it out for free. I really want to get your feedback. I'm excited about it. It goes extremely in depth. We talk all about meditation, not just, the how-tos and the what-fors, but the details behind meditation, what you can expect from meditation. And I've included a couple of different guided meditations to get you started in areas, everything from relaxation to sleep time, deep meditation, peacefulness, and even some relationship things in there. Because yes, you can use meditation to heal your relationships, to heal your physical body, to heal your mental body, your spiritual body as well. So I'm so excited about that. Super. Hey, good morning or afternoon, Eli. I'm accustomed to saying good morning. I'm glad you're here with us today. So I think it is time. Let's go ahead and dive into our reading. And I'm looking around just to see where we are going to get our message from today. Number one, the first thing I want to do is I want to get our spirit animal, because guess what, y'all? I have forgot to do that over the last few days. So thank you to our guides. Thank you to our spirit animals. Who is with us today? What is the central message that we need? Keep shuffling. Okay, I got you. And this deck is so different when I'm shuffling it because it's like half the size of my normal decks. Keep shuffling. Who is our spirit animal for the day? Got it. All right, I'm going to flip that over last. I just wanted to make sure that we had it. And I think really today, are we talking to our... No, excuse me. We're talking to our goddesses. That was very clear. I was like, are we talking to our fairies? No. Okay, that was a resounding no. And one card. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I think we're also going to work out of one of our new energy decks. And that is not a deck that I had planned on really working out of publicly. More so in private. But if Spirit says use it, we're going to use it. And let me tell you, I've been getting some very clear messages about what to do, what not to do, when to do it, how to do it. And what's amazing, y'all, is in hindsight, I realize that these messages have always been there. It's just been a matter of being able to tune in to my spirituality, tune in to that divinely guided intuition. It's always there. Your angels, your goddesses, your guides, your fairies, you know, your spirit guides, whoever it is that you subscribe to, that you talk to, that you work with, they're always with you. We are never disconnected. It's just a matter of what we are tuned into and what what mindset we're operating out of. Sometimes it's hard to hear guidance and direction when we're so consumed in lack and fear and darkness. So when we can take a step back and begin to observe through the eyes of unconditional love, then we can recognize, there's my divine direction, my divine guidance. It's been here this whole time. Two more cards. Okay. Two more cards. That one. Okay. Fell out. One more card. Thank you, goddesses. What do you have for us today? Got it. Now this, y'all, is lovely. Let's dive in. And hopefully this version is working a little bit easier for you where you can see the cards in their entirety. So I'm going to just back this up just a skosh. Now the first card we have is Ostara, fertility. I love this. You know, the first time we ever got this card was on Easter, which I think is just amazing. It's the perfect time for you to start new projects, access new ideas, and give birth to new conditions. Now, one thing I will say to this is we are in Mercury retrograde. So, I think this is with it being with there being an eclipse on what is that, Monday? That this is a great time to really, it is a great time to access new ideas. It's a great time to give birth to new conditions. What I would just say is that if you are looking to start a new project, a new idea, if you're really looking to launch it, that perhaps maybe waiting until the 6th of September to spend this time to move forward, obviously progress, do what you need to do, but spend this time fact-checking. Check, and recheck to make sure that all your details are straight, that you're sending the right message, that you're doing what you want to do, that it's in alignment with your highest self. But by all means, keep moving. This is a fertile period. And especially, again, with it being eclipse time, because a lot of you, a lot of us, I'm not even going to say you, me included, are going through, experiencing a lot of just ish is coming up, right? So again, we got that message from not this Monday, but the Monday prior to, that told us overcoming a negativity through feminine power. And really what that whole message and that whole guided meditation was about was recognizing when these things come up in front of us, when these things that are seemingly quote unquote negative, to recognize that they are not anything that is bad. Really, it's a recognition of what is going on within self. So if we are met externally with negativity, don't judge it for good or bad. Just recognize what the heck it is, and then you can begin to work with it. This is coming at me as a reflection of what's going on inside. Now is the time to be killing those things inside that don't serve our highest purpose. that don't align with our highest good, that don't allow us to walk in our life purpose, our life's path, right? So again, I think this is a perfect time to really access new ideas and to give birth to new conditions, because as these things are coming up and you're experiencing these things, this is an opportunity to squash it and to make room for new ways of being, new ways of thinking. Now, in particular, what do we see with this card? We see daytime, we see nighttime. You know, we see the shadow, we see the field. And what is she doing? She is planting seeds in the darkness, y'all. I love it in particular. And what happens? They grow into the lightness. They strive for the light. They strive for the sunshine. So one thing that we can see that we really can take from this card is, even though a lot of us are dealing with our shadow aspect, our shadow self, those hidden aspects of self, right? Those hidden road blockages that are coming up within us. Go ahead and plant the seeds of love. Plant the seeds of abundance. Plant the seeds because you are in a period of fertility. This is a time for you to plant the seeds. Remember, we got a message a couple weeks ago that spoke specifically to the seeds get planted in darkness, right? And as they're planted in darkness, what happens? They eventually burst through the soil into the light. And that once they're in the light, they grow into the stalk, and the stalk eventually bears fruit. So the beautiful thing is that even though some of us, some of you may feel like, right now, this is a time to give way to new conditions, to new ideas, to new ways of being, to go ahead and plant those seeds, because the darkness, we got the message earlier this week that the storm is moving past. The darkness is behind us. Now is the time to move forward. Again, we are in Mercury retrograde until the 6th of September, but still, now is a great time to be planting those seeds, to be doing your fact checking, check, and recheck. All right, let me stop, because you know I'll go on and on and on all day. The next card we have is Artemis, Guardian. I love this, especially again with so many people going through it right now. You and your loved ones are spiritually protected. You and your loved ones are spiritually protected. And again, I love how this works right now with us going through this eclipse time, preparing for this eclipse. There is so much chaos in the world right now. And again, we don't have to look at it and judge it and screw those people for their thoughts and their feelings and their actions, you know, to recognize that the chaos externally is chaos that is represented, or it's a mirror of what's going on internally. Now is the time to send out that love. Recognize that negativity for what it is. It's energy. And it's energy that's based out of fear, and it's based out of lack, and it's based out of darkness. Recognize it for what it is. Don't judge it. Don't join it. Don't spread it. You combat these things out of love, and know that you and your loved ones are spiritually protected. Just stay in your zone. Stay in your lane, so to speak. Walk your life's purpose. Do the things that you know that all the divine guidance and direction that we've been getting over the past few months. Stay in that zone. Stay in that area. And Pele is here to remind us, divine passion. Really, y'all, you got to be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? I had a few things, real talk, just between us, that popped up this week that my head had been telling myself, oh my God, hell no, you don't want that. Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. And when it came down to it, and it was actually an option that was in my lap, when I really sat and thought about it and I got past my head and got into my heart, I was like, oh my God, Sharita, you've been lying to yourself for years. You absolutely want this. You absolutely want this. So be honest with yourself. Now is the time. And again, Pele, I love this. Divine passion. Be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? And again, one of the reasons why this is so important, recognizing your heart's true desire, is because you're planting seeds in fertile ground. So obviously, we don't want to be planting seeds that aren't in alignment with what we really want. Make sense? And the coolest part about that is that when we get in and we start following our heart's desire, when we start following our divine intuition, our life's purpose, we can know, we can trust and move forward and know. Remember, Freya told us yesterday, be bold and take action. We can do so knowing 100% that us and our loved ones are spiritually protected. Hey, Ashley. So I'm so freaking excited about this message. Again, with so much going on in the world, we can really just see it for what it is, y'all. It's just fear. It's just lack. It's nothing else. It's really, honestly, when you back down to the simplest aspects of it, even the craziness that we see in our own country, it's not even about race. It all stems out of fear, lack, darkness. Hatred stems out of fear. People are upset over things over lack, right? Don't get caught up in this physical realm. Just recognize it for what it is. And here's the other thing. When negative energy pops up, just recognize it for what it is. It's negative energy. So you can do one of two things. You can either claim it and hold on to it and then go for that negative wild ride, or you can take a step back, recognize what it is, go into a place of unconditional love and let that shit flow. Meaning flow the hell up out of here. Get the heck up out of here. I see it. I recognize it. I don't know an attachment to it. I stay in a place being heartfelt. I stay focused on my divine passion. My divine passion. Right? All right, y'all. I hope that makes sense. I think it does. I think you're picking up what I'm putting down. So let's switch here. And let me reach for this deck real quick. And this is a deck that is... This is another deck, guys, where, again, you know that typically I don't really do reverse readings. But this deck does allow for reverse readings. I really do like this deck because it's a very loving and supported deck. One thing that I have absolutely learned about this deck is it is freaking truth in the sense that if... let me pick my words here. If my vibe is off, it will tell me straight up. You need to get your shit together. You need to go sit somewhere and be peaceful, be mindful. So really, bear with me. I am just getting a little shuffle going on here. But it's I find this deck truth. How many cards are we getting? Okay. Just shuffle. What do we need to know? Like, I think the question really is, what do we need to best utilize the current energy moving throughout the earth? What do we need to know to best utilize the current energy moving throughout the earth? And especially through this great American eclipse. What energy do we need to know? What do we need to be aware of? Now, this is interesting. I told you that that spirit animal deck was a lot smaller than I'm used to. This deck is a lot bigger, a lot thicker than I'm accustomed to. What do we need to know? Hey, Angie. What do we need to know with the energy moving through? Ooh, okay. Those two. Stop right there. I literally heard stop right there. Okay. Beautiful, beautiful. All right, so let's switch, guys. This is a deck that I have not used in our group readings yet or our daily readings yet. So I really hope that you enjoy it. Rest and rejuvenate. So again, our question in particular is, what do we need to know with the current energy? And really, rest and rejuvenation, relaxation and meditation. This card shows a man in a meditative and tranquil state. The message here is that it's time to relax. You may have been busy lately, but you should soon be finding more time to just let go. When you do, allow. How many times have we heard the word allow this week? When you do, allow yourself to go within and open up to the peace and wisdom that are vibrating there. This card upright indicates that there should be more leisure time for you now and more of an opportunity to engage in peaceful thinking. So make it a priority. Your connection to spirit brings great assistance, but it can only be achieved through regular relaxation and meditation. Now, this is a great time to make sure you insert this gentle activity into your daily life. In many ways, this is far more productive than unceasing action. Now, we got a card yesterday out of our Earth Magic deck. Was it yesterday or the day before? And in particular, the card, it was the Lotus card. And what did the Lotus card tell us? It talked about how the lotus, how it is rooted in the muck and mire, deep in the mud, and how it rises up through the water to sit on top of the water. And during the day, it's open, right? It takes in all the sun, it takes in all the nutrients, and at night, it closes in on itself. And it does that not because it's dead or dying or anything's wrong, but because that now becomes the time to go in and to process, to nurture all those things that came in, all that sunlight, all this new information. Again, a lot of us going through this period in time right now, especially with it being eclipse season. A lot of people are dealing with a lot of ish that is coming up, a lot of old baggage. And so again, you're being divinely guided to go within, to rest, rejuvenate, meditate. If these things are coming up, again, now is a great time to go into your meditative space, your sacred space. Nimatona has been telling us, get into your sacred space, your power place. Now is the time to go into your sacred space and to observe without judgment, to really rest, relax. Sorry, I'm getting some personal guidance and direction on this one. My plan was to hold off on really fully launching that meditation course. But, I don't know. We're going to talk about that here in a second. All right, appreciation. This is the other thing we need to know right now regarding the current energy. Appreciation. Choosing gratitude. This card shows a woman holding a single rose. She enjoys the scent and beauty of the single blossom. Yet around and behind her are bramble bushes. She could focus on these, worried that she might get caught up in the prickly branches of difficulty. Instead, she's pausing to experience the blessings of this single flower. Wow. The sun is breaking through the clouds, shining on her choice and on the tiny buds waiting to open up. This card upright is telling you that you have much to be grateful for. And like the flowering bush behind the woman on the card, there is more to come that you can't yet see. Congratulate yourself for every moment that you choose appreciation. This decision shifts your consciousness from lack to value, and it's guaranteed to bring more worth and riches to you. Guaranteed to bring more worth and riches of life to you. Holy mackerel. Rest and rejuvenate and choose gratitude. Again, because she could be concerned about all the prickly bushes around her. We could be focused on all the ish, all the crap that's coming up around us. But at the end of the day, to help give way to new conditions, to new ways of being, we choose gratitude. We choose love. We choose thankfulness. We choose appreciation. The affirmation that goes with this: I choose to see and appreciate the beauty and value around me. I increase my gratitude every day, and I'm attracting even more to be grateful for. So y'all know, over the last several weeks, one of the big things that I've been showing you, or that we've been talking about, is I've been showing you photos, or pictures rather, of the electromagnetic field. How each of us have our own electromagnetic field and how it is powered by our hearts. And what we're putting out is what we're attracting back to us. Even science in a laboratory can prove that our electromagnetic field, your individual electromagnetic field, can be felt by the nervous systems of other people and animals. So oftentimes, what we're receiving is what we are putting out, right? So now, clear-cut guidance and direction. It is a choice, even though things may look hectic around you. Number one, remember that you and your loved ones are spiritually protected, and you're safe and you're protected. But remember to choose, to exercise that choice of choosing appreciation, because those are the seeds that you are planting. Again, everything may look like it's in darkness on this side, right? Everything may look like it's in darkness. But as you're planting those seeds in that fertile ground, they grow into the beautiful meadow, into the orchard. So, one more thing. Pele reminded us, be honest with yourself. What is your heart's true desire? For some of you, that's going to mean going in to rest and rejuvenate, to relax, to get in tune with self. Sometimes, y'all, we get we get on a path, right? And we're so deep down this path that sometimes we look up and we're like, oh my God, where the hell am I? Why am I even here? But then we feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so far down this path that I don't have a choice. I have to keep going. And that is absolutely not true. That especially if it doesn't align with your divinely guided passion, with your life purpose, your heart's reason. Again, because we're planting seeds in fertile ground. So let's plant the seeds that align with what it is that we want to bring about. Take a moment to go within, to rest, rejuvenate, go within. Sometimes, I'm going to just tell you straight up, people say this all the time, I don't have time. You have the time, trust me. It's a matter of making it a priority. So when you move that rest and rejuvenation, that quiet time, even if it's 10 minutes a day, 5 minutes a day, you move that up in your priority list, guess what? You will find the time. And if you can't find it, make it. Make it. Every once in a while, we need that I won't even say every once in a while. If you're having a hard time feeling that continual connection to the divine, then you need to schedule it in your regular day. So that way you know, am I making decisions according to the thick bushes behind me, to the prickly bushes behind me, or am I making decisions according to the rose? Does that make sense, y'all? Am I making decisions out of lack and fear and hurt and past trauma and drama and pain and scarcity, perceived scarcity? Or am I choosing to look at what I actually do have and be grateful? Because again, when we operate out of gratitude from our hearts, that gratitude is now powering our electromagnetic field, and we are now attracting more things for us to be grateful for. Okay, I'm gonna back off because y'all know I will ramble. What an awesome card. I just flipped that over. All right, so for our spirit animal today, we have the cougar. You can do it. You can absolutely do it. Hold on. I feel like there's something coming through. What message do you have for us, God? Okay. Twofold. Some of you are like, oh my God, I just don't have the freaking time. Right? And then there are others of you who are like, I just don't know how. I have a vision. I'm getting in touch. I'm being honest with myself about my divine passion, but I'm either scared, apprehensive, or just literally don't know how. And the thing to remember, obviously, is that you can do it. If it's your divine passion, it was a mission you had before you came to this earth. You have everything you need. The key is to not look outside of you, but to look within. When you can go into that rest and rejuvenation. Now, for some of you, this might actually mean your physical schedule is going to slow down. But for others of you, this means scheduling in time to rest and rejuvenate within. Does that make sense? To go deep within. But remember, you can do it. And here's the cool part about that, y'all. When you operate from the you can do it mindset, when you operate from the place of gratitude, then the how, all the details just start to come. Right? The beautiful thing about it is when you're in that place of appreciation, when you're in that place of the knowing that I can, you begin to give way to new conditions, new ways of being. You begin to be able to access new ideas because they begin to flow. But when we're so focused on the prickly thorns and all the stuff that may go wrong, then we forget, or we completely overlook the single beautiful rose that is the answer to it all. So much lately we've been getting Sekhmet, and a lot of you in your personal readings have been getting Sekhmet as well. And what does Sekhmet remind us? Sekhmet's been reminding us that the foundation of our happiness is in our strength. The foundation of our happiness and our success is in our strength, that we find our strength by going deep within, by acting and moving forward, acting, moving forward. It's a perfect time for you to start new projects. What I will say is, before you actually launch the project, again, because we are in Mercury retrograde, or Mercury is retrograde, that now is the time to allow that idea to flow. Now is the time to access those ideas. Don't turn them away, maybe because they sounded a little crazy. Sometimes we get into our heart's passion or a divine passion and we're like, oh my God, that is so insane. How could I ever bring that about? Don't worry about the how. Again, we're focused on the what. What is it that we're doing? And we're focusing on our why. Why is it that we're doing this? To be in our life's purpose, to walk our divine purpose, our life's path, to let our light shine. So allow those ideas to flow, even if they sound whimsical, if they sound fanatical, what is the word I'm looking for? Fanatical is not the word. Fanciful. Even if they sound just like, oh my gosh, how could I ever make this happen? Don't worry about how you're going to make it happen. Just know that when you're when you're heart-based and you're focused in love, it's the perfect time to let those ideas flow. Get out your notebooks. Get out your journals. Take notes. How many times have we been guided and directed to do creative writing? If you're feeling stuck, one of the ways, me personally, that I go into this place of rest and rejuvenation, into my tranquil meditations spot, whatever, is simply by writing, pulling out a pen and paper and doing stream of conscious writing. I cannot tell you how much guidance and direction I get, how much clarity I get. Even without realizing it, I start writing, and before I know it, I'm like, holy cow, that is actually what I want. I've been so focused over here because I've been focused on the money, or I've been focused on, this is the one thing I have, so I can only focus on that. When in doing so, I completely miss, like I said, the beautiful rose that's in front of me. But just doing that creative writing gives me a chance to allow things to just flow. And one of the things, what do we see? It's a very airy photo, like the energy is just flowing. I think y'all get the basis of that. You have everything you need to do what you need to do in life. You have everything you need to live and to fully walk your life's purpose. You have everything you need to create joy and abundance and love, not only within yourself, but within the world. So again, there's a lot of crazy ish coming up, not only internally with ourselves, but we see it even in our politics. We see it in our social climate, in our own country, let alone everything going on in the rest of the world. We see it. So this is a reminder, and we got the card yesterday, Circus of Love, from our Divine Circus, that even though, and our Dark Harlequin reminded us that even though things seem crazy right now, to surrender to love, to allow yourself to flow and to walk and to be in your life purpose. Because again, we got the waterfall card at the beginning of the week that told us, even though things seem a little topsy-turvy, when you allow yourself to go over the edge of the waterfall, that what lies below is a cool, calm pond of creation, of creativity. Allow yourself to flow and to think and to be in new directions. Allow yourself to be heart-focused. I admit it is not easy to change your way of thinking when we are accustomed to being in a lack mindset, in a fear mindset, when we're accustomed to being in the world and of the world and walking in mindsets of darkness. Because let's face it, that's what that is. That it's a habit, but our fairies have been telling us repeatedly these last few weeks, debt and the habit of debt have been lifted from your life. So now it is a choice. Choose appreciation, choose gratitude, choose love. If you catch yourself in a moment of grumbling, rewind. You know what? I am thankful for X, Y, and Z. I am thankful that it's a sunny day today. I am thankful that I at least have this. I am thankful that I have the opportunity to make a choice, whether or not to be happy, sad, mad, glad, what have you. I have a choice. And finally, y'all, just remember, you're spiritually, you and your loved ones, you're safe and spiritually protected. You're safe and spiritually protected. Get back into your divine purpose. If you don't know what that is, get into it, let alone back into it. Get into your quiet space, your power place, your altar, your what have you. Reconnect. Connect. Strengthen the connection. This is why we chug. One of the reasons why we chug so much water. Why we do socials. It's not just for the physical aspect of making sure we're hydrated. But again, because as we're hydrated, everything within the body begins to flow. Here's a perfect example. Most of us are adults, I would imagine, who have maybe been hungover once or twice in life. When you are dehydrated, right? That is, a hangover is extreme dehydration. It's basically mild alcohol poisoning. But do you notice how everything slows down? Even if you set aside the headache, even if you didn't have a headache, you didn't have tummy issues, but you're so dehydrated, you're so out of it, you're just like, you might accidentally turn at the wrong corner, you're slow processing things, somebody tells a joke and you're like, what? Oh. Trust, when your body's slow and your mind is slow, by default, it's going to slow down your spirit. Get this, again, I'm not even going to go there because I'm going to start going on and on and on about water. I'm going to start going on and on and on about how it affects us physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, all of those things. So stay hydrated. Allow yourself to get into your power place, your private place, your sacred space, and allow the energy to just flow. Allow it to just flow. All right, y'all, I love you lots. Remember, you can do it. Call on the cougar today. All right, calling on my spirit animal, the cougar. Guide, direct me, help me to recognize, to remember when I am not feeling strong. Help me to remember that I have everything that I need within me, that I can do it, that I'm more than capable. Help me to choose, because it's a choice. Help me to choose gratitude. Okay, y'all, let's social it up one more time. You know the deal. I love you lots. I wish you an amazing Saturday. Tomorrow we will shoot to do our full spread, our 7-card reading, and that's my game plan. But guys, you know, sometimes I have a game plan and then I click go live and God is like, screw your game plan. This is what's really going to happen. So I don't know. We might shoot to do the 7-card reading. I do definitely want to do some sort of guided meditation or meditative something for Monday for the eclipse in particular. What I really just want to stress more than anything, y'all, is to please, please, please do not allow yourself to get caught up in all of the ish that is going on, not only on social media, in our country, in the world, in politics, and what have you, and money matters and finances. To not get caught up on that, because remember, all those things that are running through the back of our mind, we may say the right things on the forefront of our mind, but it's that mindless chatter back here that keeps us held up. That's the shit that's powering our heart, which powers our electromagnetic field, which then therefore brings about what it is that we are creating. Because remember, we are creating at all times, at every moment of every day. All right? So let's get clear on our intentions. Let's get concise, and let's focus on what it is that we want, not what we don't want. And I kind of ranted on this the other day, and I'm just going to stress it one more time. When we see stuff on social media that we don't like, sharing it only gives it more energy, only gives it more power. Talking about it, dwelling on it, catching feelings over it, only gives it more power. So you instantly combat those things by going straight into a place of love. Stop looking at physical people and physical situations and just recognize that they are physical representations of energy. You can do it. You have everything you need to transmute that energy. Combat it with love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Unconditional love. Like, those are the words that are running through my mouth. Combat it with unconditional love. All right? Again, if you are seeing a lot of negativity around you in your immediate realm, maybe people you're just like, I'm surrounded by all these negative people. It's not them, it's you. They are reflections of what's going on within. It means you still have a little bit more work to do. And the beautiful thing about eclipses is that they represent endings, which is why this fertility card is so awesome. Where'd it go? Where'd it go? Ostra is so awesome because these things are ending. You are in a position where you can choose. It's a choice. It's a choice. It's a choice. You can choose appreciation. You can choose love. You can choose gratitude, or you can now choose to stay in the same cycle you've been in and to carry it through into a new cycle. I don't know about you, but I refuse to make the same mistakes of the past in the future. Fair enough? So it is a choice. Choose to stay within your heart. Choose to recognize that this negativity that is around you, that is going on, it's a reflection. Man, all these people are being so negative about money. Maybe I need to go revisit my thoughts and my feelings about money. Where in my life am I operating out of lack when it comes to money? Am I focusing on the money that I don't have to pay these bills? Or am I giving thanks and gratitude and appreciation for the money that I do have? Even if it doesn't cover everything right this second, giving gratitude and appreciation and saying thank you, even in advance. Guess what? It brings about more things to be thankful for. Am I seeing a lot of people being negative about work situations? All right, let me stop and think. Where am I operating out of negativity, out of fear, out of lack, out of darkness in my career path? What am I suppressing within myself that is ready to break free? Again, because we've been getting so many messages this last month, especially these last 2 weeks, reminding us that, to again, Freya, be bold. We have that untamed divine within us that is ready to break free. Now is the time to give way to new conditions. Now is the time to cut that old ish off, to let it go. So often we cling to negativity because it's familiar. We don't like it. We can't stand it. It's just freaking familiar. Now's the time to step outside of that familiarity, because guess what? You and your loved ones are protected and are safe and spiritually protected. You are safe and spiritually protected. Give freaking thanks about that. Have gratitude, show the love, and watch it come right back to you. And the beautiful thing that I love about working in the spiritual realm, some things, yeah, you know, we place our intentions and it takes a little while before we start to feel or see it in our physical realm. But there are sometimes, y'all, where when you get into that vibe, you get into that groove, you get into that flow, and you just start speaking out of love and gratitude and appreciation, things start popping up instantly. Instantly. And I do mean instantly. And it'll be in ways that you didn't even imagine. It'll be in ways where you're thinking, oh my gosh, how am I going to pay this bill? And then all of a sudden, you go to check your account and they're like, oh, sorry, we've been overcharging you the last 3 months. You now have a credit balance. Remember. Okay, I'm just going to say this, and I'm not going to elaborate because now is not the time. But just remember, you know, a lot of our money in this world is digital. Right? It's digital. Yeah, we have physical money, but majority of us, we're going to the store and we're swiping. We're getting online. We're using PayPal. Me and PayPal, good Lord. PayPal's a little too convenient some days. You know, we've got our credit cards saved online, and, you know, maybe you have Amazon and you can do one-click purchasing. So the reason I'm saying that is because our money travels up and down fiber optic cables, which is what, at the end of the day? Energy, electricity, right? At the end of the day, that is electricity. It is light. It is energy. So it behooves us to break out of that mindset of, oh, I can only get money. I got to work overtime because I got to do this, and I can only have that, and lack. We say things now like, I appreciate the love and abundance that the universe has for me in any way, form. That is for my highest good. That aligns with my highest good. I accept the abundance in whatever direction it comes. We have to get out of the mindset of stop limiting ourselves. Stop limiting our creative power. Stop limiting our divinity. Yeah, I said it. Stop limiting your God self. That is a beautiful part about an eclipse. This is the time to cut that shit off. Remember, y'all, I talked about a couple weeks ago how there are people, places, things, situations where we recognize this doesn't really support my highest good. This isn't where I need to really be right now in life. I need to let this go. So what I do is I go into my quiet place, my meditative place, and I imagine, again, that it's a balloon, this person, this thing, this situation, what have you, that it's a balloon, and it's filled, and it's filled with helium, and it's got a string that's attached to my heart. So what I do is I send love through that string to fill up that balloon, right? And then I cut it. Hopefully at the root. But I cut it. And I watch it drift off in love. Away, 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 until I can't see it anymore. You'll be amazed when you do those things, when you release things in love and in gratitude. Even people, somebody who is maybe annoying you and driving you crazy, but when you stop engaging in the crazy and you just send them love, you are so powerful from your spiritual realm. And honestly, dare I say, so much more powerful from your spiritual realm. So when you release them in love, you'll be amazed when all of a sudden your phone stops ringing. When all of a sudden the person just kind of goes their separate way. When the situation resolves itself. Operate out of love. Allow yourself to operate out of love. Allow yourself, allow those things, that quote unquote negativity to come up within you so that you can see what the heck it is. And then you can give it love. You can begin to heal it so you can integrate those missing aspects of self back into you. Okay, I'm going to stop there because I will go on and on and on to the break of dawn. Social one more time, guys. I love you lots. I am wishing you an amazing, amazing, amazing day. I hope you have a great one. And I'm sorry, I'm seeing something here that is driving me crazy. There we go. Okay, I made it worse. All right, so there we go. I will see you tomorrow. Have an awesome day. And yeah, bye.